Hi, welcome back to Teen Drama with me, Destiny B, and today I'm going to talk about why I don't believe in body positivity. So, first things first, I do want to apologize for not posting in a while. I did take a quick break, been going through some stuff, and just simply didn't have the energy to post, but hopefully I will be able to post more consistently. But today I did want to talk about body positivity and the whole movement, why I think it's just genuinely stupid, and why I think that it's a it's a scam, honestly, and why I also don't believe in body positivity. So, number one, disclaimer, when I say I don't believe in body positivity, I'm not saying I don't believe in loving your body. I'm not saying I'm fat phobic. I'm not saying I care whether you have big boobs, if you're slim thick. I don't care if you're skinny. I don't care what you look like, honestly. I simply don't like the concept of body positivity. So, let's get started. So, number one, body positivity kind of blew up the whole movement of loving your body no matter what form it was in, specifically for people who are overweight in the COVID era, 2019, to 2023, and it's kind of died down since then. But here are some things about it that I personally didn't like. So, number one, we had a bunch of people coming out saying body positivity was a thing, love your body, all this and that. And I think that's great. I think you should love your body in the state that it's in, and that shouldn't make you feel less than or less worthy, regardless of what your body looks like. So I definitely agree with that notion of it. However, body positivity movement became very unhealthy. So saying love your body is one thing, but we had influencers. I saw one and it was a video of a girl and she was like, me loving my body, and it was a rather obese woman, and she was getting a ton of unhealthy foods and a lump sum of such. It wasn't just like a pack of Oreos. No, it was like a cart full of them. And the reason I have a problem with this is, personally, for me, it's love your body, but continuously improve, okay? So whenever we're saying, okay, love your body, it's, hey, I love my body in the state that it's in, and I'm not going to make it feel less than or anything of the such. However, if I am obese or overweight, I am going to work to eat healthier or work out, drink more water, do anything possible to make yourself healthier, because truly being obese isn't something that looks good, in my opinion. It's also not something that's healthy for you. It's taking years off of your life. It's not doing anything good for you. And while a lot of people will be like, oh, you're fat phobic, I'm not. I truly don't care what you look like, but I don't think it is positive to encourage people to stay in that state. No, don't hate yourself because of it. No, love yourself and love your body, because most people who gain weight are still literal gorgeous people. It's simply the fact that it's unhealthy that I'm against. I think, no, it doesn't look good. I also don't think it looks good to be so freaking muscular that it's unnatural, I don't think it looks good to look freaking so skinny that if I blew on you, you might actually fall down. I think it's unhealthy and it's not good for you. So going on with the obesity. I think it's a rising pattern. It has been rising. I wrote a paper about it this year on obesity and the rising rates, and what the food industry has caused with it. The food industry, fast foods gain to it. We have more access to cheaper foods and things like that at faster access, and people feeding their children, things like that, which is why obesity has been rising and stuff. But it's also become something that, is so violently unhealthy, but also has been more normalized lately. And while, yes, the beauty standard is still against people who are obese, so it's not like it's something that's violently encouraged, it's something that a lot of people are very okay with. There's a lot of body positivity influencers that are obese. There are singers and things such as Lizzo, who was very obese, and I believe she dropped weight, but I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, there are people who have built their brands around obesity, and I think that's just not okay. So let's move on to the next body type that I wanted to talk about, that I personally think is just completely out of hand, and that's the freaking cokehead skinny. Okay, this was a huge trend in the 2000s, and it's starting to come back. Honestly, the obsession with being petite is just so out of freaking hand, and honestly, I think it's disgusting, because we are allowing it. And it's one thing to be like, hey, I would like to drop weight and I would like to look good. But it's another thing to be like, I would just like to be skin and bones and not have any because honestly, I don't care if you're obese or not. You can still be fat. I don't care if I can fit my hand around your waist. You can still be fat simply due to your body fat percentage. You can have like literally no muscle. Like if you are freaking 99.999% body fat, you're still fat. Whether or not you appear to be skinny or not. And it's unhealthy. Now, there are some people, now being skinny in itself isn't unhealthy, but just straight up, just nothing. Like, you know, no muscle mass, nothing. Not eating. Also a good, like a hardcore thing with that cokehead skinny is just the EDs. EDs, if you don't know, is eating disorders, and there are so many of them. One of them that I think is like super crazy is like purging, which is throwing up after eating, which is just literally crazy because you're literally taking every single thing out of your stomach, and it's to lose weight. And then there's also what is it? There's also binge eating, but that's like the opposite. That's more on the obesity side. There is just straight up not eating, just eating less. And I'm sure there's a lot more, but all of those are unhealthy and are definitely centered around the fact that our society as a whole does value being extremely slim. And the normal body type isn't extremely slim. While it is being somewhat slim, it isn't, I can literally see your entire rib cage. And for some people, that is healthy because that is the way that their body is designed to be. But for a lot of people, it really, truly isn't. The next body type I want to go on to talk about is the slim thick era. Now, honestly, I do like the way this looks. And this is something that is pushed a lot in our society. But at the same time, it does feel very, like, literally crazy because I think this one's more unhealthy, not because of the fact that it is physically unhealthy, because I think this is one of the healthier body types that has been pushed onto our society. It's simply the fact that it makes people insecure. Like, if you're flat or something, or you have a larger waist, a different body type or different body shape, different bone structure, things like that. Now, big bones is not a thing in my personal opinion. Well, there is big bone people, but still, like, it's like, if you're 5 million pounds, you're not big boned, bro. You just need to drop weight. But there is a lot of things going on with slim thick. So if you have a larger waist, people will have issues with that. So, you know, getting that waist to that, like, dink, hourglass look is a whole issue. And then another thing is just the size of your butt and your boobs. Like, it's a whole issue with that. Because people are getting things like BBLs or getting fat insertions in their butts to make them bigger. And that's gained a lot of popularity lately. And you do have to get it redone. And people are getting reductions for it. And it's a whole thing. Like, it's a whole surgical process. And then there is, like, boob jobs and getting your breasts to look bigger, or even boob reduction. Because no matter what you look like, society will find a way to make you feel ugly. So I do think that we should all just stop focusing on, oh, this is what I'm seeing in social media, and just, okay, I just want to be healthy. However, another thing is just, like, the crazy amount of muscle. Like, I'm so sorry, but bodybuilders are, in my personal opinion, my least favorite body type. And y'all aren't healthy. Like, that's freaking scary. Like, why are you on 18 different things of testosterone? Woman, man, I don't care. You look like a turkey to me. Genuinely. Especially the ones that don't hit legs. Like, please, oh my god, hit legs. You look like you're gonna break them at any point. Okay, moving on though. So, now let's get to, like, my main point, which is simply the line between I want to look good for myself and I want to look good for society is so impossibly blurred because mainly of, in my opinion, social media. It's always been blurred because of the media characters that we're seeing. You know, you see at the Met Gala this body type of what you should look like, the Kardashians, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Glorilla, who else? Beyonce, Zendaya, all of these people have these beautiful bodies, and you're seeing that, but also social media with influencers, people scrolling, and you're just seeing it one after another, after another, after another, after another with these body types. It's hard to tell if you want this body type because it is something that you think looks good, and it's something that you want and you're striving towards, or It's something that society has made you believe is beautiful, even growing up. Think about it. With children, have you ever seen an obese Disney princess except for Fiona from freaking Shrek, who was literally an ogre? So a human Disney princess. Have we seen a human Disney princess that wasn't slim? That wasn't gorgeous. Even in the live actions, that wasn't in this slim looking era. And it's a problem. From the time that we start watching cartoons to the time that we die, we are seeing the same body types perpetuated over and over and over again. And more so for women. Yes, men get body types or whatever, but honestly, as long as you have abs and a good haircut, you're set as a dude, honestly. But as a woman, the body type is continuously changing to the point where you're getting a surgery reduced, getting a surgery reduced, getting insertions in your lips and your nose jobs, and thinking about who this beauty standard is rooting for and against is definitely a whole problem, because we are, as a society, it has become a problem, and it has become honestly disgusting as to how much the beauty standard defines your worth as a woman. And I think that is something that we need to talk more about. So going into that, I think body positivity is utterly stupid. Not because I don't think you should love your body, but because body positivity makes you hate your body. It makes you either A, be incredibly unhealthy, or B, strive to be healthy, but that version of healthy is hurting you. So I think as a society, we all need to stop focusing on aesthetically pleasing looks and start focusing on what's healthy for our bodies, eating well, working out, drinking water, getting our right amount of nutrients every day, and not being so obsessed with, I need to be slim, thick, I need to be super skinny, I want to be obese, I want this, that, and the third, I'm going to get a surgery, I'm going to get a reduction, I'm going to get this taken out, this put in, I'm going to do this with my body. No, just let your body be and treat it with kindness and respect and do what you would with that. So, in conclusion, body positivity is stupid. And that is all we had today on Teen Drama. Again, it's me, Destiny B, and I hope you tune in next time.